My name is Chris, Head of Coffee of BODUM. For BODUM coffee, besides the quality of the coffee and the taste, the notes, for us it's really important to find partners that grow coffee in harmony with the forest. And Finca San Jeronimo does that in every way.
We're in the slopes of the mighty Atitlan volcano. It's one of the most frontal coffee regions to the Pacific coast in Guatemala. It means we have a lot of rainfall, so everything is lush and green. Makes the soil different from the rest because there's a little bit more organic matter, and the organic matter is like a buffer for health and fertility in the soil. So coffee is rich, complex, vibrant, and delicious.
For me, it's important to showcase and show our customers, our coffee partners, because we don't just buy coffee through importers, or we don't just look at a coffee menu or a coffee list and pick for coffees. We like to go beyond that. We like to get to know the people behind the coffee and also see how they grow the coffee and see what it means to them to grow coffee. And for me, this is the true definition of a coffee forest. As you can see, we're surrounded by different sizes of trees. Everything is lush and green. You can smell it, you can feel it, the harmony in the eco-forest.
We're trying to make positive feedback loops or virtuous cycles in our fertility program. It means that one activity will impulse or potentialize more the level of the next activity. The different subproducts from the harvest go into the compost, and then that starts the new cycle. If the compost is good, then the soil will be good, then the plant will be good, and then whatever we're putting in the compost is going to be better. So at the end, it's trying to increase the fertility with every cycle, with every generation.
Walking through Finca San Jeronimo, another thing that's impressive is to see the coverage of the foliage and the colors and the type of greens that you can appreciate, and it's amazing. And you can see that when you see such foliage, you can tell that the coffee plant it's a healthy coffee plant. It's a coffee plant in harmony that has all its needs to keep growing and to produce amazing cherries. That in the end, that's what we want. In the end, is taste that in the cup.
Coffee comes from forested systems, so we're trying to create a regenerative agroforestry system where we want to replicate the soil that you can find in virgin jungles. So with ground cover, with shade trees, and with healthy coffee plants, the idea is to have healthy soils full of biodiverse and healthy microorganisms, and also reaching mineral balance and to optimize for plant fertility and productivity. Most of all, resilience and an overall yearly health.
For me, coffee has so many different layers, so many different aspects. There's so many people behind coffee, and it's an amazing industry where there's so many passionate people working So for me to be able to come to a coffee farm, to visit a coffee farm and hear how they grow the coffee and walk through the coffee plants, to later choose a coffee here in origin and later receiving the coffee in Europe and roasting that coffee and grinding that coffee and smelling that aroma and then tasting that coffee, for me is the beauty of what it is to grow coffee in ecological harmony.